There's a time when the world is at its quietest, when shadows stretch long and sleep is just out of reach. It's the hour of restless souls, of whispered stories, of thoughts too much for the daylight. Welcome to Hour of the Wolf, where we dive into the stories that keep you awake. When hearts beat and the wolves prowl. The family, the community, the truths about being in a wolf pack. Stay with us if you dare. They call it the Hour of the Wolf.
And welcome back, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Fresh off a week off and enough stuff going on. I mean, we had the NFL draft this past week.
Yes, sir, we did.
How was that for you, Darren?
The city got busy. Population of 106, 107,000 in Green Bay, and we had 600,000 people in town this weekend. So it was busy, but Max and I went down there on Friday just after the rain, and we stayed for the whole second and third round. So it was a lot of fun. Definitely an experience I would do again in a heartbeat. So we had a good time.
Yeah, hopefully we get to host it again in our lifetime and be a good time to. It's just such a fun event, especially like with all the players. They all got their minutes of fame with like local Green Bay radio. They're not just radio, but like local Green Bay news and being on TV, and you see like, Travis Hunter, like, man, I would love to end up here. I love Green Bay.
Yep.
This is where I want. Yeah.
Round two was the where they have the players introduced more so than Goodell. So they had a lot of Wisconsin players come out and announce, team players. And when Miami picked Alec Ingold, Bayport graduate, went to school with Max. So that was kind of cool to see him come out and announce Miami's pick. So that was neat. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was really cool to see, guys that I grew up watching too. Like, we got to see James White and Joe Thomas is out there, and they had the now retired Ryan Ramczyk from the New Orleans Saints out there. Travis Frederick was there for the Cowboys. Like, those are the who's who. That's the Badger football is a powerhouse. That was back when Michigan sucked ass too. It was great.
There's Christian right at the roll.
Yeah, we had a busy weekend here too. If we're getting to camp, we're all ready to go. Went up there yesterday and had a long day. Getting that all prepped, ready to go, demoused, and get the slides all opened up, chop some wood.
Now, where's their property again? Where did they get the place?
They are up by Cornell, in between Cornell and Holcomb.
All right, that's right.
And you should see all the leaves up there. We raked up there for the first 2 hours, probably. Fucking insane. Thank God for power tools. We get that one of those Walmart brand with a Mastercraft blowers. Pull the leaves off, but everything is so wet up there. But yeah, the Facebook is up and running. Looks like we had our first comment.
Facebook is running too. Look at that. Look at us go. We are growing. We're expanding.
Facebook is live, so if everybody wants
Watch
to hop
out,
over there.
watch out, world. Hour of the Wolf is taking over now.
Yep. Hour of the Wolf is growing. I don't know what the holdup was there. Maybe we had to be a live page and show activity for X amount of time, but Facebook is running.
We're in now. That's all that matters. So, look, it's Christian's favorite podcast. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you. Looks like
we do what we can.
Beans is in. Hip Hop Anonymous is in.
Oh yeah, lots of the usual cast of characters. I love seeing these guys. such a great support staff we have in the Renegades.
I should raise the expectation. I still expect 20 likes for the song at the end, but maybe I should go with 20 likes here and 5 likes on Facebook for the song at the end.
Ooh.
Get the challenge going.
The first night on Facebook, and we're going to go for 5 right off the bat. Huh? Okay.
Well, everybody has Facebook, so all I have to do is go over and cheat.
Oh, all right. You guys can cheat. But no, like I was saying, we get a lot of support from the guys in the Renegades. This is the sharing and the guys jumping in to watch and then share and watch the replay and stuff like that. It's heartwarming to see how we've pulled together this little engine that could. It all started with a song.
Yeah, it all started with a song. Little song and dance for everybody.
We got a good show tonight.
We do.
We got a good show. We're bringing it back to the Midwest. The Midwest.
There we go. It's official. 20 likes on the YouTube stream and 5 on the Facebook equals a song at the end of the show.
There we go. Look at that. So you guys can cheat. You can hop over to Facebook while you're doing this and get that.
All right. I guess without further ado, we'll get the Midwest powerhouses into the show here.
Got it.
First off, we got Jekyll, Indiana chapter president.
Good evening, brother.
What's up?
Welcome aboard. How you doing?
We got Notorious.
Look at that little fella. Oh, he's so handsome.
He is the International Sargent and Michigan President.
I heard that dig at Michigan, Louis, by the way.
I hope so. I'm supposed to be listening. And next on the docket here, we got old Bones.
How you doing, Tony? Look at that baby face. Look at that baby face.
He looks like a penis.
Oh, I thought it was a podcast that nobody's watching.
Yes, I'm a penis. Sorry, guys.
Tony was partaking in a St. Baldrick's event last night and shaved off probably 10 inches of beard last night.
Yeah, it was literally, no lie, 10 inches.
But
No lie.
I mean, he usually lies about 10
measured it
inches.
when we got to the house. Yeah, it was 10 inches.
But you raised some money,
So,
did you
yeah.
not? You raised some money, did you guys not? What did you raise? What did St. Baldrick pull in last night at the Celtic?
We're, DQ, you've been there to the event. And, yeah, we're already over 14,000.
That's amazing. Fantastic job. Yeah, it's a good event. Been down there the last 2 years. Couldn't make it down this year, but
Yeah.
the last 2 years it's a good event.
We know how family things are, and it's very appreciated. You guys always showed your love and support. It is what it is. It's like we know it. We had Christian here. Christian actually showed up. So God bless our U.S. Pres.
He drove all the way up from New Orleans just for that. Just from all the way up from Louisiana
Yeah.
just for that.
Yeah, our U.S. Pres actually he stood on his shit, and honestly, yeah, he was here. He was here. He didn't get to see it because it happened earlier than that. But yeah, he showed up. He showed up. So take care of your U.S. Pres, bro.
Nice job. So what you got going in
Yeah, no.
Indiana, Jekyll? Tell us a little bit what you guys got brewing over there in Indiana. I would say whatever Indiana is. You're not like the show me state. That's Missouri. What is Indiana? What you have a motto yet? What's your motto? I put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I had to lead. I'm sorry about that.
We'll call it Indiana, the germ state.
Right.
Don't you do that. That is wrong.
Hey,
Like, I already feel bad, though. Don't do that.
Indiana is a home to Penelope Bourbon. So
So we got a couple things going on currently. We're currently in talks with Fort County Health. We're trying to do partner with them for a food drive for back to school. We're talking to the Salvation Army about doing a supply drive with them. We're also talking to a homeless shelter in Lafayette to try to just help out any way that we can. Really, I've been talking to a couple different organizations that I feel like really hit home. I'm currently in discussion with the mayor of Logansport to do something as far as suicide prevention. And then next year, we're planning on doing a suicide, or not a suicide walk, men's mental health walk in June for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So there's a couple different things. We actually just got off of our collab with Bearded Death.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys did do a flavor for that, didn't you?
Did I actually got the bottle and just dropped. I think.
Wow, that logo on there sure is nice. I really like that.
I know. So we did Pine. Pine, Persimmons, and not sassafras. We couldn't do sassafras. Pine, Persimmons, and cedar.
What was the last one?
Cedar.
Okay.
Essentially, it's for. I got tired last year. I went out. I've been hunting for the last couple of years, and every single season I couldn't wear beard oil because it would spook deer, and I was tired of not getting anything, especially in the colder months. And it got my beard really brittle and started breaking off. And when I started talking to Dan, I was like, man, he was like, when you think of Indiana, what do you think? And first things that come to my mind was corn, racing, the racing capital of the world.
I was gonna say Peyton Manning. That was boom, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I don't feel like my beard smelling like ethanol fuel, and I don't feel like it smelling like corn. So then I'll be hungry all day. And listen, I don't need any help with that. So I thought about deer hunting and all the hunters out there that sometimes slack on their beard maintenance, especially during hunting season. And so we came up with this, and it's taken off so far. Doing exceptionally well with sales on it. I actually became an ambassador of Bearded Death through it. So if you want to order in game, use my code Jekyll25 and you get 25% off. 15. Sorry, Jekyll 15.
What was the name of your flavor again? End game.
In game.
Okay.
I've smelled it. It's absolutely amazing. I wore it yesterday for my father.
Dan makes some great products. Bearded Death makes some really good stuff.
Oh yeah, he does. Working with him throughout the whole entire deal with in game, it's been surreal. It's been awesome. That was just one of the first couple things that we've done. I sat down with the informational Facebook page, kind of told them what we were about, and that went on Cass County Online. And kind of gotten a couple recognitions out of it. We did a trunk or treat last year, and got a lot of word out about it. And when we did our canned food drive with Emmaus Mission, it was our first charity event that we did, and we donated, I think it was 869 items to Emmaus Mission.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
And then last but definitely not least, the yin to my yang, Don. How you doing, bud?
Not too bad, D. How you doing?
I am very, very well, very well. So
My maverick to the goose.
What's happening in Michigan?
Well, currently. Dude, that thing,
Timing 10 out of 10, huh?
That was great. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. We're still currently in the growing stage. We got 2 new patch members in today. So I mean that's always a plus. We're going to be looking into the adopt a freeway or adopt a highway, to get together once a month and clean up the streets.
Yep.
And we're also going to be looking into like the Big Brother Foundation. You always need a mentor. You always need that mentor. Other than that, still just working on growing.
So the guys you got right now, are they, yeah, obviously Michigan. Do you have any UP guys? You don't have any guys up in the UP, do you?
No, not at the moment. No.
We should recruit them for you.
Well, considering you guys like to claim that the UP is part of Wisconsin.
It is technically part of Wisconsin. It's connected to us.
Technically.
You have a bridge. We don't need a bridge. We can just walk there.
But yeah,
They like us more there anyways.
They do. I used to go to the UP frequently, and they consider us apple knockers. 'cause, it's just, and I love it up there though.
Yeah,
I will definitely say one of the best vacations I have had recently has been going to the UP. That it was so much fun. We went to Marquette.
Yeah, that's where I used to go as Marquette.
Oh, I fucking love it up there. But to the Porcupine Mountains up to there, and that would be west from there, up the coastline there. A lot of fun. It was just a short vacation. It's like a 3-day vacation. It was a blast. Good way to go up there and recharge your batteries.
I went up there in the wintertime, and the ice buildup along the lake on the shore is just, dude, I mean, it's like 8 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's
Lake Superior is something else.
Yeah. It is.
That is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Where are all your guys right? Are your guys around you at all? Or are you guys pretty spread out? The few guys you have there.
I think the furthest we have out is about 2 hours, I believe.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So I mean, there's three or four of us are within 45 minutes, so not too bad.
Like the same situation we got here almost, but like me and Darren are almost 4 hours apart, and everybody else is like 45 minutes apart. It seems.
Yep.
And you guys have Grizzly out there in the woods all day, knocking down trees.
Rightfully so. It's a good place for him out there.
Yeah. He's going to be making a fuss about having to do extra steps to get the song at the end.
Yeah, I know. He's not even in the chat yet.
Come on, Chris. Where are you? So what else? So Tony, what else you got going besides the St. Baldrick last night? What? Give us a little rundown on some of the stuff happening in Illinois.
After that, we're gonna start doing a drive, like a clothing drive for like a local thing. A little bit better, more to actually get down to the local stuff. And I know the VP is already 6 hours away, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a split date. And that's something I'm going to bring up at a later date and time. And I think it's a really good idea for us as an overall club. But to actually do something that's like timetabled, and we're doing it all at the same time, but we're doing the same thing in all of our different areas. So I'm pushing on that now that I've gotten through this. Now that's my next thing to start working on. We all know how I work. I work very, very hard. Same way. And I push everybody else. I know my VP is 6 hours away. So guess what? Doesn't matter. We're going to just make this something where if it's not a club-wide thing, it's going to be something between us, but we're going to do it at the same time, on the same day. And we're going to actually do something for like a homeless drive, like something like that at the same time.
Gotcha.
Live casted. We're gonna actually do this where everybody sees it. Everybody's going to be interactive. We're working on something that's going to actually be that whole thing. So yeah, we're working on something right now.
Very nice.
I'm just not going to say a lot right now.
Oh, that's fine.
Not right to say it, but that's our little secret.
Who jumped in behind you, Jekyll?
This is my captain, King.
How you doing, bud? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So you live in the same? Jekyll? What part of Indiana are you in?
I'm in Logansport, Indiana.
That's right. You did say that before. So are you in Logansport too, or the general area then?
In the general area, I'm about from Jekyll. I'm about like I want to say 25 minutes away from it. So.
Yeah.
Get some feedback from somebody.
Yeah, I think it's.
It was me. It was me. That was me.
Good.
How you doing?
You were talking about the draft earlier.
Yep.
One of my buddies that I went to high school with got drafted yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by the Jags.
Good for
Nice.
him.
Jack Kaiser.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good for him. That's a rare air right there to be able to say you've got enough talent to not only play at the collegiate level, but then to be enough to actually get drafted or even walk on as an NFL player. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're from a little rinky school that has like maybe 200 people in it. And
Okay.
He was badass.
Very nice.
What college?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Good for him. Oh yeah.
That's I believe that's Beans's favorite school.
Yeah.
Well, you'd never know that by talking to him.
No.
He doesn't let on who he follows at all. He's very quiet about those types of things.
Very quiet. Very quiet.
Brown, he doesn't like the doesn't like
Doesn't like his picture taken either.
I'm gonna
Very-
patch you in.
very
I'm
shy.
gonna have to get out now because I got a little bit of things going on. So
I see ya. You're gonna pop. Okay, Tony. Thanks for popping in,
love you,
bud.
bro.
Thanks, Tone.
Love you, bro.
I see. I see a comment in here. I see Slade might be a little upset that he didn't get an invite. There it is. Wow.
I can hear him saying it too. I can hear him
We
going.
we had a little Indiana turf war going on. This will be fun. All right,
I can hear him right now
let's
going.
do-
Damn, Jekyll and King hanging out. Where's my invite?
He knows where I live there. I live at my own. Yeah, we had a meetup 2 weeks ago, and they were all at my house, and
That's right,
It
you
was
guys did. I remember that.
yeah, had some good food, had a bunch of food.
Yeah, it was a
He can
lot.
really lay it down. Slade can.
Oh yeah, Ken.
That boy can cook. Uh-huh.
I know he's made me a couple things of food, but apparently him and King are gonna have a chicken cook off sometime.
We actually have in 3 weeks, Louis. We have our summer kickoff podcast. We're going to have
Yes, we do.
Black Talon. Black Talon is going to be on talking about his food truck, and we're going to have a Wisconsin guy who makes Burn Pit Barbecue, makes seasonings and spices. So we're going to have our summer kickoff episode here in like May 18th or something. Talk about cooking out. So that should be a fun one.
I have so many questions for that show. Every time I do a brisket, I fuck it up. I cannot wait to ask a professional why I'm so bad at making briskets.
Anytime I make a brisket, it's always different each time.
No, I know. It's just like I just switched over to a pit boss. It's just like, why is everything so uneven? I know, like there's that they call like the biscuit test. You put biscuits on there and like it cooks. You find your hot and cold spots, but like I feel like whenever I do that, it changes. So it's just like, do I just make fucking biscuits when I want to cook a brisket, and then like put more biscuits on to figure out why everything changes? Like,
And if nothing else, he'll fill up on biscuits.
yeah, no shit.
Another little interaction from Slade, man. No food for you.
Live with the consequences of your actions. I think we've upset somebody. Not us. Indiana has.
And the facial expression on his YouTube channel, that is the expression he's giving us right now. What do you guys got going on in Wisconsin?
Well, we have our ride coming up in July that we're doing.
that we got our
It is the 500 miles in July. So we've got that taking on all month. I think it's a $25 entry fee, and anybody with a bike, car, semi, anything can register.
UTV. Anybody UTV? That's what I'm doing. Take the UTV. I'll get 500 miles on it.
Self-paced 500 miles in the month of July, and you're registered to win a handful of prizes. We'll have a little gift for everybody that enters. We got that going on. We have the week after our meetup in Kentucky, we have the Paranormal Rockdown coming up that we're doing, that we've all volunteered to work at that. So we got that going on. We got a couple of got a lot of stuff going on. Actually, it's been kind of hectic. We got a couple of food stands coming up at grocery stores in August. Doing a couple of brat stands. So, just keep pushing our Forward 365 program to keep raising money all year long. We do it a little bit different than a lot of chapters. We kind of do everything geared towards the one charity that we do all year long. And that's how our 501c3 was set up. So we kind of funnel everything we do towards that. And then when the club does our club-wide stuff, which we're planning on kicking off something here in June, then we expand and we take part in that type of stuff. But in Wisconsin, everything funnels towards that one charity for us. So,
Okay. Is that going to be a Louis brisket food stand?
No, we're doing a very traditional Wisconsin brat stand at a Festival of Foods.
Oh yeah.
Very traditional.
Louis just going to bring a smoker and we're going to sell biscuits.
Yeah, just biscuits.
Biscuits all day long.
They'll find my fucking hot spots on my pit boss and watch me get flustered and pissed all day.
What was that, Jekyll? I didn't hear you.
I said only if Louis makes it, it all has to be the same.
Yeah. I will say this. I went to Walmart. Speaking of biscuits, by the way, this is on par with. I went to Walmart last night, and I went walking up through you walk into Walmart, you got your frozen food usually on your left and shit like that, and walked in, and then they had the Texas Roadhouse biscuits in a pan, the sliding pan. So I bought those, right? Throw that in the cart. Go grab the stuff we needed. Took a left turn towards the dairy. What did I got there? Texas Roadhouse fucking butter. So we had Texas Roadhouse biscuits tonight with brats and everything else. It was wonderful. It's a great time to be living in, knowing that you can go to Walmart to get your fucking Texas Roadhouse fixings.
I mean, I'll eat that butter just on its own. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm fat.
You're invited. I got a whole thing here. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have too much. So you're welcome.
So am I.
Go over here, grab a
So
spoon.
am I.
You share it. I got a good.
Are you the same way I am, where you know the consequences, but there's certain things where you're like, just bring it on?
Yeah. So I look at myself as a Jedi. Like I know what I can do, but I do like to walk the line of the Sith too. Like I know what I should do. It's definitely me. I will go to. We have that side by side now as a reference to. Me and Casey last weekend went up to. There's a Amish cheese store, but they do fried cheese curds. We're both lactose intolerant, but we both took the bullet. Went up there and had some cheese curds, fried cheese curds. Got a bag of cheese curds for the week and cheese. It's what do you do?
You live in Wisconsin, you're stuck.
Yeah, I love cheese too. There's nothing more heartbreaking to find out that you're lactose intolerant living in the state of Wisconsin. But cheese
can you live in Wisconsin and not eat cheese? I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's like anything you do. Do you go to the bar? What's your favorite appetizer at a bar? Cheese curds.
Right.
You go to Culver's. What's the best thing on the menu?
I was just going to say that.
Fucking ice cream. I mean, it's just it's the worst.
And the cheese curds is a close second.
Yeah, I can't do ice cream and stuff like that anymore. I can't drink milk anymore, but I could eat cheese. I'll eat cheese. I know what my boundaries are eating cheese, but I can't drink milk. I can't eat ice cream.
Have you tried that lactate milk? Because that's actually not that bad.
Not a fan of it. It's not the same. They have the Organic Valley has a lactose-free milk too, and I had 2 glasses of that, and I still have the shits raging within 10 minutes.
You milk me?
I mean, I could go for some DQ milk in a cup with my Cheerios, Might be a little bit more feisty throughout the day.
Oh, is that what you guys are trying to do here in this? You guys are getting cookies and trying to get
By the way, I'm supposed to let you all of you know that you fuckers look sexy.
Thank you.
From our international president.
Louis Christian brought it up again that the United States patch that he bought was going to give out. We tried to give it out. We tried to give it out a couple episodes ago, and whoever it was, we have no idea who it was that won.
Yeah,
he's not a club member. We never heard back from him, so we still have a patch.
He doesn't have a Facebook account either. I looked up the name. The guy does not exist on Facebook, so I tried to find him.
Well, let's. You want to run one tonight? We'll get that.
Let's run it.
Let's get that US patch, and I got it. Can you run one tonight, or are we in the middle of something else?
Yeah, we can run one. Give me a second here. You guys will carry on. I'm not going to be looking at the screen. You guys carry on.
Okay. Hello there. What's your name, bud? Oh, look at this. The whole family's coming in. Everybody's there. Hi, everyone.
His name's Cohen and Sophia.
Owen and Sophia. Hey, kids.
Cohen.
Oh, how you doing, kids? Go do your homework. Look, that's a damn thing to say. Go do your homework.
I was waiting for another meet the parents thing with the asshole.
Anyways, all right. What do we got here? Let's see. Anybody in the? So we got a club-wide thing that we're going to be kicking off here in a couple of weeks. We could chat about a little bit. So we're doing the Renegade Give Back that we're talking about doing, which is and we're still working on a spreadsheet. I'm working with Bob on that we're going to come up with some type of a spreadsheet, a form that we can fill out. Basically, we're going to ask every member of the club to volunteer 20 hours over the course of the summer. So June, July, August. I think we included September. I don't remember. I have to look at it. So basically 20 hours. It works out to less than an hour a week. So it's absolutely nothing. We're going to be kicking that off club-wide here in the beginning of June. More information will be coming on the Discord here shortly with what kind of things, lists of things that guys can do. And it's going to be any type of volunteering. It's going to be, food kitchens. It's going to be cleaning up the highway, like you said, that any type of thing where you're giving a little something back, non-monetary. It's kind of something we wanted to do a little bit differently because let's face it, right now, money's tight for a lot of people. I mean, if we were to go out and run some big charity and keep asking for donations, sometimes they're falling flat because a lot of people can't give a ton of money right now. So we thought we'd try this. And if it's successful, it's something we can run every summer in addition to, a full-blown charity as well. But that's something we're kicking off here. So,
yeah, it doesn't always have to be, patches or, like you said, even money donations. Charity is also time spent, And Christian, you cute too, by the way.
All right, did I see you just put that up, Louis?
I did, but I forgot that that's not the right one. This is the right one.
Okay, we're starting over.
It won't let me redo the same hashtag, so new hashtag US patch.
DQ, I just wanted to ask really quickly, if you don't mind. Are we going to be doing rockers? Just club. It's been a very important question.
Absolutely, it's very important that they're going to be a requirement. They're going to be a requirement. Everybody has to get a rocker tattooed on the back of their skin.
Yep.
We've decided to go sans vests this time, and we're just gonna tattoo all of our patches right onto our bodies. So whoever wins this is not actually going to get a physical patch. We're going to send an artist to your house, and they're going to tattoo the U.S. patch somewhere across your chest.
It's going to be a digital one with the QR code.
Yes.
Digital one.
And I'm fucking kidding. No, we do not allow rockets.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. Not everybody knows. Not everybody gets our sense of humor down.
Speaking of Indiana, we got a legend in the house, everybody.
What up,
Oh,
Germ?
look at that. Germ's in the house.
Join the Renegades, Germ.
So you can't just say that. You got to say please at
I've
the
been
end. Otherwise
talking
it's
to
never
him.
gonna.
I actually have a picture of Germ somewhere, but I'm not going to show it. So.
Please tell me it's with him without a beard.
That's for you, Germs.
We have juice boxes.
Germ,
No,
come to the dark
he
side.
used to run a podcast, and I
using
had
his
one.
using his microphone. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And I had won one of the prizes before, and I said the only way I'll accept it is if you send an autographed picture. And he sends me an autographed picture. Love you, Germ. Miss you, buddy.
Hey, Germ, there's always a spot for you over here. I'll come to your house. I'll give you all your patches in person.
Oh yeah. So what else you guys all got going on personally and all that stuff? You guys got a big docket for the week or?
Just probably another 50, 60-hour work week, especially with it getting warmer out and all that. So,
What do you do for work, Don?
I deliver tires for a living. So,
Okay.
like I have the long routes. I'll go to Kalamazoo. I'll go to Grand Rapids, which they're all 2 hours away from me. So I think Kalamazoo is maybe 3 hours away from you. Well, from Wisconsin.
Okay. So you would say that your job literally does make the world go round.
Yes, and when people ask me how my day goes, I tell them it's very tiring.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So do you burn rubber too on the job, or is that just you just deliver the items to burn rubber with?
DQ, I think your headsets can't hear you.
Well, he picked his mic up and he set it down, so
I probably muted myself.
there you go.
Oh.
I sorry.
say-
Sorry. I got excited buttons.
I know you had a good joke about Goodyear tires, I think.
I did. What was it? Oh yeah. What do you do with 365 used rubbers? Make a tire and call it a Goodyear.
Yes, sir. But no, we used to do like the scrap tire, but there was just no money. There was no gain for us in doing that. So like picking up scrap tires and, but it's just a waste of resources.
What else going on in your world, Jekyll, besides the club stuff?
I got work. I help build handicap vans. We pretty much bring them in out of the factory, and then they roll on our line. We put the floor out, weld a new floor in. So all the school buses generally have our ramps put in it.
Okay.
We Chrysler, Pacificas, Honda Odysseys, Toyota Siennas, and Chevy Traverse, and the new Dodge Ram paratransit vans. We convert those into handicap vans. And then besides that, I'm the head coach of my son's baseball team, so got practice. I think 2 practices this week. We got, I think, 4 weeks until our first game.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
Well, good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
But hopefully first practice was last Thursday, and they picked up base running pretty quick. So hopefully next practice is gonna be pretty much bat progression, and then the next practice will be infield and outfield, and just kind of getting them. I got kindergartner through 2nd grade, so my oldest son's in soccer right now, so he's in soccer, baseball, and then he's doing tackle football in the fall, and my my son that was just here, he's doing flag football in the fall. So
Doesn't matter how much you practice. Once the actual game starts, they're just going to stare at airplanes flying overhead. And shit.
I coached my son flag football last year, and he was a killer at linebacker. So I played in high school and just a monster. And he was like, Dad, I want the ball. I want to run the ball. I'm like, all right, cool. You get the ball, go around, go upfield. He's like, all right. He gets the ball, runs around, runs the other freaking way. Oh my God. That was like the second game. I was like, you're not running the ball the rest of the year. Last game, I was like, all right. He's like, I want to run the ball. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'll maybe give it another shot. Listen, go freaking forward. Go forward. Don't run backwards. If you want to, you get too scared, run out of bounds. Okay.
Kids watching way too many Dan Orlovsky freaking highlights, man.
And I was like, all right.
Got to run the other way.
He's like, all right, what do I do? I was like, what do you do? Run forward. What do you not do? Run backwards. All right, cool. Here's the ball. Runs around. Run straight backwards. I'm like, yep, nope. I'll make sure every one of your coaches know you're not going to be a running back.
I had my daughters were in gymnastics, and when everyone else was doing their stations, where are my kids? They're off jumping one after another into the foam pit the whole time. And I'm like, look, I'm not gonna pay $85 a week for you guys to do what you can do at home. Like, come on, man.
My daughter, she tried softball for half the season and absolutely hated it. She was in gymnastics and dance, and she's all about it. She quit softball. She told me, she's like, I just don't like running and getting sweaty. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I guess. But I have no problem with it with softball, with gymnastics or dance.
My son, he's turning 21 next week. He's the youngest. When he was, I coached him in flag football in Pop Warner too. And when you're coaching, you don't get a lot of chances to take pictures, as many pictures as you want and stuff like that. The 2 years he played flag football, I go through my phone, and the only picture I have saved from his flag football days of all the time he played is the entire team sitting on the ground it's like a back massage line. They're all sitting in a row, and they're all massaging the kid's shoulders in front of them. There's like 10 kids just sitting there giving back massages. It's the only picture I have saved of the whole 2 football seasons.
Yeah, I don't have kids, but I coached track out of high school, and they didn't need a thrower coach. And I really enjoyed throwing heavy objects in track and field. That's my favorite thing to do in sports.
This thingy, the shot putty thingy, or the javelin?
Shot put and discus. Yeah, those are my jam.
Do they?
I can picture you doing
javelin?
Yeah,
javelin in high school?
No, they wouldn't let us do that. Well, I'm sure other schools could do it, but they didn't want. They only let Westby do that. We're too fucking dumb in Norwegian. They would not let us even.
No sharp objects.
They almost took pencils away from us. You know what I'm saying? So it was a tough go.
If you were a guy, if you could read a playbook, you were good.
Yeah, no, I think my favorite thing I ever did, I told my coach if I PR'd the meet before the Black River Falls meet, he said I could wear a speed suit for the throwers relay. It's like just a gag event they did. So I was just like, yeah, challenge accepted. So of course, I went up there and did my best. I broke my PR, and he gave me a speed suit from the track. It's a throwers relay. You get all the throwers. You do like an actual, like, what is it, a 1,200 meter relay. So you have to go all the way around the track. So, yeah, there's evidence of me out there. We never got pictures of my parents to go to the event, but there is evidence out there of me with the baton handing it off and the speed suit. It was a tight fit, but we got it on.
Is there a picture of that? Because we need that.
Yeah, that's somewhere else. Someone has.
We do.
Yeah.
Yes, we need that.
Yeah, I also did a skit for, it was like the end of the year talent show thing. We didn't enter, but me and my buddy Brady, we entered as like a in between session, like somebody like a teacher go up there and like run jokes and stuff, and it was all based on Saturday Night Live. Brady was
wrong side of the river.
No, Close. You say, hey, very close. Brady was in great shape, and I was, me. I was pretty round, and I looked like a lineman, pretty round and robust. So me and Brady did the Chippendales dance in between the talent show segments. There is video evidence of that. I got that here. And
Wisconsin socials are going to be popping here the next couple
I had the button up pants. I think I was actually wearing the speed suit in that one too. Let me reword that for the Chippendales
I want
dance.
added in the Wisconsin chat.
Huh?
What's that?
I want added in the Wisconsin chat.
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
Oh, it won't just be there. We'll share it everywhere.
Yeah, I might even make that a short myself. We can monetize this page pretty heavily with that. I go to fucking jail, actually, but hey, this one is. The best part about the whole skit was, though, the teacher who was up there, like, presenting stuff had no idea what was going to happen. And all of a sudden, the music hit. Then me and Brady showed up. We started, like, dancing. He had no idea. We did the whole Chippendale stripped up thing. He had no idea what was going to happen. The tech ed teacher who ran the whole thing, he was dying laughing. He didn't communicate that was going to happen or nothing. It was just so organic and hilarious.
So something we've every time we have somebody else from the club on, we kind of say every time. And this is episode 6, so it's been like twice. We like to see what you guys every single time we do this. What do you guys want to see happen down the road with Renegade? What do you not just maybe just your chapter, maybe the whole club itself? What kind of things you want to see moving forward with the club? I think Beans brought this up in the chat today, but let's touch on it a little bit. What do you guys want to? What do you think we could do?
Definitely more activity. We have so many members, but we're not reaching out as much. Like they're not. You get out of it what you put in, and as we can all agree, this place is amazing. And I want to see everyone else get that same feeling. Just better activity and more outreach.
I mean, kind of like Gloria said, like just better outreach within the prospects and the past members, and just like you said, you got a bunch of guys in this club, and some of the guys they join, they get patched in, and you don't ever hear from them again, and you try to reach out to them, and they just ghost you or they just don't respond. Some people join, they get patched in, and they find out it's not for them. And that's fine. I tell all my guys, like, it might not be for you. Like, if that's the case, like, talk to me, like, for sure. I have a pretty open door policy. Like, I don't expect you to be on the chats every day. I don't expect you, once or twice or a couple times a week, for sure. Like, I understand y'all have lives. I understand that. Make sure if you're in that board position to be on those calls that you're supposed to be on, because I've had a couple instances where, I'll give myself for example. I kind of slacked off since December. I've been in the chats. I've been reaching to my guys. I've been talking to them, and but in the sense of 1,000% being involved since December. A lot of you guys know everything that happened in December. I've kind of slacked back and trying to push myself and really worried about my wife's mental health at this point. And, I kind of put being in the chats, I don't know if it's on the back burner, but not at the most focal point. And I had a talk with Christian and Beans and a bunch of my guys, and like, listen, I need to do better by you guys. Like, I can't expect you guys to be in it 100% and do what I would like for us to do going forward. Like, I want to see Indiana succeed. There's been, things didn't work out in the Beard Rebellion. Things didn't, and for whatever reason, like, yeah. things didn't work out with that, and I told everybody like this: if we say we're gonna be about charity, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be out there in Indiana. We're gonna be doing things, and I feel bad to a point because a lot of the things that we're doing in the areas that me and Slade and Rowdy and King are in, but that's a lot of work. I mean, that's where a lot of our guys are.
Yeah.
And we really focus on that plan. I mean, we're reaching out, we're branching out when we're going to Lafayette and stuff. Like that's like way out of our area. We got one guy in Fort Wayne, and we've talked about doing some stuff in Fort Wayne just to try to get an area over there to where we get our name out. I think in game, like I said, I think in game is definitely helping. I've had a couple guys message me since it dropped. Just get the name out there eventually, and I mean that's what we all want to do, and that's what I've tried to do since I became the president of Indiana. Like I strive so hard. I was in that other club, and to keep progressing into what I was doing, and when I finally became president, like this is what I wanted to do all along, and help give back to the communities of which we live in, because we've all been on that other side of the fence where we talked about money being tight. There's people less fortunate than that, and it's our it's our job in the club, and especially my chapter, to give back to those people that don't maybe not have it as well as we do.
I think a lot of it starts with something you were saying right at the beginning of what you were saying. It starts from the top and works its way down. We need our leaders and our and our social media managers to make sure we're present and we're active, so the guys can lead by that example.
Hello to the Bearded Respect. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, shout out to the Bearded Respect.
And then,
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Rusty C made a very good point about meetups in different areas of your chapters. One of the guys that I just brought in as a prospect, we were messaging back and forth, and he asked me if it was possible, since he does not drive at the moment, if we could have a meetup out near him. And I said, of course, dude. So I will gather the guys and I'll drive them out myself.
It's a lot of that. We try to do that in Wisconsin. We try to move them around a little bit. We have a couple of central areas that are kind of almost the same distance for everybody except for the people that actually live there. But then we'll still, we do a couple of things over here in Green Bay. We do a couple of things the other side of the western portion of the state by Louis. Try to mix it around, and then like you said, carpool. Ken and I, Grizz and I, carpooled out to Louis during Christmas for the gift wrapping and stuff like that. So if you can get guys together to do stuff like that, it's
fun hearing Grizzly in traffic. It's great.
Yeah.
Is he road rage? Does he have road rage?
No.
No? Yes.
Does he really have to see that? No, it works out for us because we're all kind of Travis is in Illinois, then then I'm over by the river. It's just it's just like your big triangle where everything is at. But it all works out. We got the big three things we do every year. We got the big Grady's big summer bash. We got Friendsgiving, and we got the Christmas wrapping. So we got. It all works out schedule wise. We all know when things are going to be. It works out pretty good.
Well, how are we doing on the patch thing? We almost ready to run that?
Yeah, we only got 8. So Chris, you're the last winner.
He won the shirt. He won the shirt.
Yeah, you won the shirt. Make sure to hashtag US patch to get your stuff in here.
Get them in, guys. A couple more minutes.
We only got 8
more minutes to US patch, and then we'll draw for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, as far as Indiana goes, a lot of our progression, I know he commented on it. A lot of it is like when we started in Indiana, it was kind of rocky with our social media stuff. And since when we did our canned food drive, Slade came in, sat down, he came over and we sat down, and I feel like it was a couple hours we talked, and after that he became social media manager and he just killed it since then. I told him, I was like, listen, I said, when I seen what he did, and I told him, I was like, listen, all the social media stuff's on you. I'm not that tech savvy when it comes to social media. I try to stay away from it as much as I can. I was like, you do with it whatever you need to do, and like I said, he's killed it so far. So I'm super happy for him being the U.S. Vice President.
It's important to have guys in positions that they know what they're doing, and not just handing it out because the guy is your buddy or he needs a title. But getting guys in those spots that know what they're doing and understand the role. It's great. Any of you guys, Indiana guys, any of you guys coming down to or going down to Kentucky?
So I talked to Beans about it yesterday. I gotta talk to the wife and see what we're doing that weekend. I know a couple guys have talked about it. I gotta see what I'm doing that weekend, especially with everything going on. The trial starts in May, and
That's in May. Okay.
so I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't think it's gonna last a month, but for sure. I mean, it's just one of those things. We might. I know, like I said, a couple of my guys have already talked about coming. Beans actually just said something about it, I think, yesterday. So, just trying to get all.
I know you'll be there, Goose.
Yep, I'll be there. I'm trying to get my my VP to come with me too. I know he could use to get together. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be bunking with Thor. He thinks he's gonna be sharing a room with me, but yeah.
It's gonna be crowded with him and his wife.
Yeah.
Tight bed, yeah, jeez.
Yeah, right.
So you're a brand ambassador for Bearded Death.
Yes, sir.
What's that entail?
So, oddly enough, I post some of their things, just get the word out about Bearded Death. Obviously, like I said, he sent me this shirt. Have a tank top. I know we're currently working on a hat, kind of to tie in this in game. I know they posted. Get standing on top of my fire pit. Sit down. Oh my lord.
I got a snake, man.
It literally sounds like a war zone over there. Like, I've never been to war, but that sounds like a war zone.
Standing on my fire pit, trying to dance. But
Sounds like when I was practicing drums for the first time, and that was the last time.
So, stop. I mean, it's just sharing their stuff on social media. I know they had said something about.
Get nervous when he's looking straight up. He's looking straight. Where the hell are your kids?
He's like, "Excuse me, please help." Please stop.
Every single time we have a chapter meeting, he is trying to be the focal of the conversation every single time.
Oh, so he's like Rick.
Slade just made that a point.
My scout, he's actually the reason why my scout changed his name. Kirsty, get down. My scout, his name was originally Crony 1, and my son convinced him to change his name to T-Rex. And so ever since then, he had it. He had the patches and everything set up for Crony 1, and he went out and bought new patches for T-Rex because my son wanted him to be named T-Rex.
I like that. I like that.
It's a solid name.
So, whatever. I am rude.
I think he just wants the U.S. patch. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Speaking of
I know. Every patch that I get, he's like, "Dad, I want it. Dad, I want it." He has his own Indiana patch.
Nice.
So,
alrighty, you guys ready to do the drawing here?
Go ahead. Let's run the draw, and then we'll call her a night. U.S. patch.
Here we go.
That's so many entries.
Here we got 9. Yeah, this is the lowest number we've had. A lot of slackers tonight.
Nope.
I thought it would be germs there for a second.
Let's give you germ for a second too. All right, Randy, congratulations.
It's one of my guys, I believe.
Randy, message me on the Discord if you would. DQ, message me on Discord. I'll get your address and we'll get you the US patch, and I have another patch for you as well that we'll send out. Congratulations, bud.
Congrats, Randy.
Congratulations, brother.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. Thank you very much for the Midwest Showdown. It was nice to get all you guys on. Thanks to Tony as well for being on here earlier.
Thanks for having us, man. I loved it.
Absolutely. There's a lot of good guys up here. A lot of good guys in the whole club, but the Midwest is strong. We got a lot of good chapters. We got Scotty and the boys up in Minnesota as well that we could have easily had on as well.
He's a real great guy. I like Scotty.
Absolutely. And I know the guys in Minnesota. It's nice to have them so close. I mean, Louis practically lives in Minnesota, so
we got a river that divides us. But yeah, it's not like Travis where you live in Illinois and you're just there. But, yeah.
But thank you both for coming on. It was awesome to talk to you guys. And anything else you guys want to close with before we jump off?
I want to remind, if he's here, a Red Panda that his secretary meeting was at 3:00.
Last week or next week?
Christmas.
And my main thing is I just want to thank the international and U.S. board for everything they do and trying to be as transparent with us as possible.
Yeah, make sure
we try to.
Make sure to get the beardofdeath.com and get yourself some goodies for Jekyll here. Use Jekyll 1550 to 15 Jekyll 15 for 50% off your next Bearded Death order.
All right, gentlemen.
I'll get that in for everybody.
Yeah. I love you guys, and thanks for having us again.
Oh, wait! Before we go.
Can you tell which whose is who?
Oh,
he sent that to me, and I about pissed my pants.
That's just such a great photo. Yeah, we haven't seen Ken here tonight, so I'm gonna be a softie for everybody. If you guys want to hang out after the show, I will play the song for everybody. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. And yeah, we just gotta ask, does somebody get on Ken's ass tonight in the chat to see where the hell he's at?
Yep, somebody's got to yell at Ken.
I'll call him personally and yell at him. He's probably on the phone. That's probably what he's doing.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, he knows better.
Someone's got to bust his balls, so it might as well be us, right?
Right.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
And that's another week in the books for us. Next week we got the Mother's Day extravagance.
I
can't say the word.
Louis, when the pictures that are in the Salute to Mom, how many more days before you put them together? Can we give them another day or two, or you want to shut it down?
Be give another day or two.
I'll post it again tonight. We'll get your salute to mom photos up by Tuesday evening, let's say, and then we can make a nice collage. Next week's our special Mother's Day, pre-Mother's Day episode. We'll have some fun talking mom and sharing some pictures and sharing some stories. So,
Yep. Yeah, next week salute to mom, and I'll probably try to get my mom here to be a part of it. But
I am going to get my mom on the phone. Because I don't think she's gonna want to come on over. So I'll probably get her on speakerphone. We'll have Mama Q and Mama S.
old Teresa, happily newly retired Teresa, by the way. She,
Very nice.
Yeah, old
Very
Elon.
nice.
Elon gave her the old decision package, and she took the get me the hell out of your package. So
Very nice.
yeah, so newly retired. She's happy as hell. She's she'll keep me in the loop. Hopefully we can get her on, but if not, I'll probably do the same thing. Just give her a link. If they might go up north next weekend, so we'll kind of play it by ear. But if not, I can give her a link, and there's actually good service up there, so she can probably do it just over the phone. But
Perfect.
all
right.
yeah. But stick around, everybody. We will play the song and make sure to throw some flames up in the chat for everybody hanging out to listen to the beat, and we'll go from there. So
Thanks
again
for tuning in, everybody. Thank you.
We're the renegades with beards on our chin. Lou and Darren, where do we begin? Broadcasting loud from the midnight den. Hour of the wolf, we strike again. Achieving rebels in the sonic space. With tales of battles and a gritty grace. Riding the night, yeah, we leave no trace. Hour of the wolf, in your face. Join the pack, howl at the moon. Voices raw breaking through gloom. Hour of the wolf, we own this room. Tune in now, hear the sonic boom. Microphones hot like the fiery sun. Stories twist until the morning comes. No sleep for the wild till the night's undone. Hour of the wolf, we're the chosen ones. We roam free with our beards on display. Cut through the noise, chase the dark away. Outlaws in the ether, come what may. Hour of the wolf leads you astray. Join the pack, howl at the moon. Voices raw breaking through gloom. Hour of the wolf, we own this room. Tune in now, hear the sonic boom. We're the chosen one.